Overwhelmed, overworked, feeling trapped. Stress is something that we can all experience, but it's our coping mechanisms that define its impact on our life.
Music for chronic stress. Chronic is a state that is long-lasting. Stress, meanwhile, is your physical and emotional response to events or a situation that cause feelings of hopelessness and of being under pressure. Chronic stress, therefore, is the persistent feeling of being overwhelmed and struggling to cope, often triggered by stressors at home or at work. Stress isn't always a bad thing. It's been essential for survival to cause fast-acting responses to threatening situations. This is known as the fight or flight response, and it can be triggered in situations which might cause some nerves, like going to the doctor, performing in front of an audience, or for competing in a sport, and it can even enhance performance in these instances. However, persistent stress wreaks havoc on our bodies. The effects of stress on the body. That feeling of your heart hammering in your chest is a key symptom of stress. Stress increases your heart rate and blood pressure, causing your heart to have to work in overdrive. There are also more subtle signs, like your pupils widening to prepare for an incoming threat, that all too familiar feeling of clammy hands as your body begins to sweat, difficulties with sleeping, a sore stomach with butterflies in your tummy. There can even be serious consequences long-term, like infertility and difficulty with our body's ability to fight infection, as well as physical symptoms like acne and hair thinning. Our bodies react this way due to hormones being released from glands. These two glands sit on top of our kidneys and release a stress hormone called cortisol, as well as adrenaline and noradrenaline. They travel our bloodstream to cause a stress response, like that fast heart rate. Cortisol affects us on a cellular level, damaging our cells' energy stores to change the way that they conduct important processes like healing and fighting infection. It even harms our DNA by cleaving the chromosomes which store genetic information, making them susceptible to early death, causing accelerated aging whilst increasing the risk of cancer and heart disease, as well as diabetes. Our most critical organ, the brain, is also susceptible, with cortisol having a direct effect on its structure and ability to process the information it receives. Cortisol triggers the amygdala, the part of our brain which controls our fear response, and when prolonged, it causes it to overreact to any stressors. On the contrary, stress shrinks the hippocampus, the part of our brain key for regulating stress, storing memories, and learning, hampering all of these functions. This is because stress blocks the connections between neurons, our brain cells, and in doing so, the brain itself can decrease in volume as they die off. This shrinking is especially detrimental to the function of the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain needed for decision-making, concentration, problem-solving, and social interaction. The loss of neurons here and in the hippocampus increases the risk of anxiety, depression, and Alzheimer's disease. However, don't panic just yet. Meditation, going to the spa, playing sport, and painting are all great stress relievers. Music, both playing and listening, can offer a cathartic release of all that pent-up stress in your body. It offers an element of escapism when you feel vulnerable to the chaos that life entails. Music directly lowers cortisol levels, improves sleep, regulates heart rate, and reduces the psychological burden to enable peace of mind and improved memory. This is because music actively improves the connectivity of your neurons and reverses the damage that stress has caused. Playing a musical instrument acts as a strenuous workout for your brain. Music stimulates the part of your brain in control of vision, hearing and analysing sounds, movement, touch, as well as the prefrontal cortex to enable better emotional and decision-making control. It's also beneficial for coordination and can enhance the function of the hippocampus to improve memory and regulate our fear response. This is because music is quite unique in that it uses both sides of our brain, and it can be seen as an all-encompassing therapy, key not only just to stress reduction, but also to brain health.